Put this on.
Why would I have to wear something like this?
Because your skull is susceptible to breakage under immense force.
What is up, you guys? Claudio back again with another movie review, and this time we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Man, I just got home from the cinema. Today is the 16th of November, and yeah, man, this I just got home. This movie was pretty interesting. Anyway, a little backstory to this, perhaps, if you haven't heard about this. This is the new movie by what's her name? J.K. Rowling, this woman who wrote the Harry Potter books, but now she is credited as a writer for this movie. So she and the director David Yates, I believe, he did like 4 or 5 Harry Potter movies. They are working together on this new project called Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. We are back in the Harry Potter universe. Slightly different time though. This is takes place like in the late 20s, early 30s, around there in New York. So it's a very different environment, very cool, and yeah, man, I was excited about the movie. I am still excited, obviously, but I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest. Now that she's credited as a writer for the movie, now it's not the novel. She's there. It's different. This is not a Harry Potter movie, so don't expect that. Anyway, before we get started with everything, I actually read somewhere that she told the press that there would be 5 movies. I was like, what? Nobody has read a single page and it's gonna be 5 movies? Okay, cool. But anyway, that's what's up. This review is not gonna contain any spoilers for the first 5-6 minutes or whatever, and after that I'm gonna go all in with spoilers and everything. So I'm gonna warn you before I start talking spoilers. All right, just so you know. Anyway, where to start? The movie, as I said, takes place at the end of the 1920s in New York. The scenery is fantastic. It's really, really beautiful. Everything, how they've done it, the cars, everything looks really authentic. So that's really cool. It doesn't look fake at all. Really nice, nicely done. So basically, this Muggle. Muggle, a human, yeah, you remember that term, gets a case, basically, mixed up. It's not his. Beasts are in there, and that's kind of how it starts, basically. In the lead, we have what's his name? Eddie Redmayne. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. We know him from The Danish Girl. He did The Theory of Everything and a bunch of other dramas and stuff. He's a fantastic actor. It's insane how good he was. Everybody was pale in comparison when they are in the same frame as him, which I thought was really mind-blowing. To be honest, he was he did an amazing job. He's a bit awkward in this role, which I think he's kind of awkward all the time. I think he's a bit he's very expressive with this character, not in a bad way at all, not at all, but he's very likable, a bit fragile, I would say, and I don't know, he's a fantastic actor. As I said, All others were kind of pale in comparison, to be quite honest. He's really good. And we have a lot of good actors in this movie, believe me, we really do. Catherine Waterstone, I think is her name, was the girl, basically, in the movie. She did a good job. I think I didn't really like the role that she played for the first half or whatever of the movie. A bit whiny, kind of like that. Not very likable. But her sister, on the other hand, was fucking phenomenal. Her role was really cool, and she's played by this actress. I have the name here somewhere. Alison Sudol. I haven't seen her before in anything, but she plays the role of Queenie Goldstein, and she does that a very awesome job at that. So that was really cool, I have to say. The actors, Colin Farrell's back apparently. I haven't seen that guy since fucking the Miami Vice remake or whatever. I guess he's been doing drugs or something. He's kind of a troubled man, from what I understand. Anyway, he's back, and yeah. Ezra Miller is in this movie as well. That's kind of interesting. The guy who's gonna play the Flash, or he's playing the Flash in the new in the DC cinematic universe. So that's kind of interesting. He plays the role of a troubled young boy called Candace. That's kind of a side story to the whole movie, basically. But anyway, he's in the movie as well, and he I guess he does a pretty good job. My favorite character besides Eddie is actually Dan Fogel, the Fogler, I think you pronounce his last name. He is the muggler that they do like this exchange of bags or whatever, and he's thrown into this whole universe that he doesn't have any clue about. He doesn't know. Everything is new to him, and he's like a little child on Christmas Eve. Everything is like, what? Magic. A lot of cool stuff. And he was actually not only the comic relief, sort of, but also he had some more depth to his character. And I really liked that about this movie, that we got enough of every character for us to make our minds whether we like them or not, depending on what we thought of them. I really enjoyed that. The layers were really good. This is not, as I said before, this is not like a typical Harry Potter movie at all. Very different. More different than I ever thought it would be, to be quite honest. The Ministry of Magic in New York is not as I thought it would be, if you think about Hogwarts. And I didn't get the same feel that I got when I saw the Harry Potter movies. Not at all. This was more mature, grown up, sort of. So yeah, that's that. I thought that it would be like cozier, you know what I mean? The whole Harry Potter experience. But I think it has to do with age. You're older now, perhaps, and I don't know, but still, this was an awesome movie with a lot of cool effects, and the beasts were fucking awesome. I'm not gonna spoil that for you yet, but man, a lot of cool stuff. One thing I didn't really like about the movie was the tone was a bit dark. Not the tone set by the characters or by the actors, not by any mean, but the screen was dark, you know what I mean? It was like too dark for my taste. Everything was kind of grayish, black, bluish type. So yeah, that's one thing I didn't really enjoy about the movie. But besides that, it was an awesome experience. It was very nice in the end when you look back at it, especially like the last 20-25 minutes of the movie are really good. So I really recommend you guys go and see this movie, because it has its ups and downs. I think it kind of stagnated a little bit in the middle for a while, but it took off again for the better. So I'm just saying, If you're interested in a good movie, it doesn't you don't have to be like a Harry Potter fan to go and see this movie. You just have to like a good movie, and this is the one for you, man. I think you could have a good time if you go and check this movie out for sure. So yeah, and with that being said, as I said, I encourage you check out the movie. These are like my initial thoughts. I just got home basically from the theater. I'm probably gonna process it more, but from here on out, I'm gonna do the spoiler thing, right? So I don't wanna fuck it up for you guys. So if this was like my little short review of whatever, and you can leave now and come back another day when you've seen the movie, and we can discuss it in there. So just so you know, all right? Spoiler time, spoiler time, spoiler time. Let's do this. Okay, so at first we have Eddie coming off the ship. You kind of know what's going to happen. The first little beast that escapes is like the cutest thing ever. It's so much fun watching him running around in the bank, and they chase. That whole chase is fucking amazing. So much fun. The fact that the sister can read thoughts is amazing. And as I said before, Dan Fogler or whatever his last name is, did an amazing job as the Muggler. He was a character that really grew on you. You really liked him at the beginning. He was a cool character, but he got some really good depth throughout the movie. Especially at the end, you kind of felt for him. You know, it was. I thought that the farewell scene that they had with his character was more touching than the final scene when he says goodbye to her and is going back to England to write the book, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I really enjoy. I think it was one of my favorite characters. I mean, the best actor in the movie, no doubt, Eddie Redmayne. He was so fucking awesome. It's insane what he can do. He's so very likable. He's like boyish. He has such strong charisma. It's very difficult to explain, but he did really good here. Ersa Miller's character, Cadence, I thought that it was odd, slightly misplaced, to be quite honest. Not his character per se, but the whole trail with him in the orphanage and the anti-witch cult, whatever bullshit he was in, that was kind of weird. And the mom was also pretty weird. I don't know. I mean, I guess they needed to have something like that just to tie it up with the baddie looking for that black kind of thing or whatever it was called. I don't remember. I thought, as I said, that the movie kind of stagnated a bit in the middle. What I was talking about was after they took off. When they took off from the girl's house, after the hot chocolate, they took off to Central Park to hunt down this big rhino. That was kind of a stretch. They kind of stretched it a little bit. It was kind of fun, but still not necessary for the story or for the movie at all, to be honest. I thought that it became a bit stale after that, but it took off again, and I thought it was really cool. I was kind of irritated with fucking Catherine Waterstone's character for some reason, like bigger part of the movie, because she was like, I guess trying to get her job back because she fucked up, but also she was kind of in the way, being a bit, I don't know, I didn't really like her at all. I understood kind of early on that she would become the girl that we're supposed to kind of hook up with Eddie's character, but we don't really know, but it's gonna happen kind of. And towards the end I was kind of liking her a little bit. She was really cool. She kind of came around and won me over at least. But for a while I was like, really, this motherfucker, you know? So yeah. But no, the sister was fucking awesome. She was fucking gorgeous when she was she could read minds, and like men's first thoughts of her when they saw her. She was really good looking. That was kind of funny. Queenie Goldstein, yeah. I also mentioned Colin Farrell's back. He hasn't done anything in ages, it seems. I don't know what's up with that, but I saw it so clearly when they were down in the subway of New York, chasing this fucking kid, Credence or whatever the fuck his name was. When he fought Eddie Redmayne's character, and when they were like framed to it's like, Jesus, you can really see who the star of the movie is. Even though I think Colin Farrell is a decent actor, but he doesn't stand a chance compared to Eddie Redmayne, at least not in this one. So that was kind of interesting. Johnny Depp was in it as well. That was kind of cool. I sort of knew that he was gonna be in it, but I didn't know how. So that was kind of a surprise how he entered the whole thing. And yeah, pretty cool. Also, interesting that the references to Hogwarts were like 2 tops in the movie, and I think they referenced Dumbledore like once or something like that. So it didn't play off too much on the old Harry Potter and that universe that we know around Hogwarts and the teachers there, and it really didn't. It really is a very different movie. But anyway, I don't know, man. I thought it was a good movie. I have to be honest with you. I really thought it was good. I probably forgot a few spoilers or whatever, but I don't know. It was nice all in all. As I said, the whole Credence thing was kind of weird. They could have done that differently, I think. Because, I mean, it's the Beast. I want to see the Beasts more. I love the fucking suitcase whenever they went in there, and the little flower thing that kind of tagged along, and yeah, beautiful graphics and everything was phenomenal. A bit dark, the tone of the whole thing, but besides that, it was a really cool movie. Hopefully you've enjoyed this review / spoiler talk. I'm just talking out of my head now. I'm not really. It's just like my first impressions of the movie. Not a big deal. If you have something that I thought I forgot, let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, guys, hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video.